How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Crypto's over. Crypto's done. The US is talking about regulating it. Other countries are banning it. At least that's what some people are saying. That's what some people are fearing. But that's not the case. I want to go through it today and why this could actually be good for crypto. We just heard from the White House that they're going to start trying to regulate crypto. At least that is the idea. So we're going to take a look at it. Maybe explain what they're actually doing, what they're not doing. Take a look at some other news in the crypto markets, and I think it's going to be really valuable. There's some news happening in the world today that makes you feel even stronger about crypto than you already do probably. So you might not have seen it. It's something that's happening in a small country that has just burned itself to the ground. So we'll talk about that. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe, definitely do that. We come every single day with crypto videos, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Hit the bell notification so you see right when I post a video. Also, you can check out the links down below in case you want to kind of smooth out some of these ups and downs, right? Like whenever someone bans crypto or we see a drop, I know a lot of people get scared, but if you want to smooth some of those out, you can sign up for BlockFi and get an interest rate on your crypto, which will dump more crypto into your portfolio. So it does help smooth out some of those ups and downs and gives you a reason to hold. If you think crypto is going to come back up, you'll be better off holding it if you're getting interest. So what am I talking about here with the US government? Well, the White House weighs wide-ranging push for crypto oversight. So we already know that as part of the stimulus deal, there is some wording about crypto companies and people that deal with crypto. But we got some new information. The Biden administration is weighing an executive order on cryptocurrencies as part of an effort to set up government-wide approach to the white-hot asset class. We've seen so many banks that say, hey, we can't ignore this anymore, and the government saying that too. The proposed directive would charge federal agencies to study and offer recommendations on relevant areas of crypto, touching on financial regulation, economic innovation, and national security, said the people. The initiative will also aim to coordinate agencies' work on digital currencies through the executive branch. So they might even consider appointing a White House crypto czar to act as a point person on the issue. Now, they are not commenting on this. There's no decision whether to release the executive order. Right now, they are just weighing, how much regulation do we need? I think that they will probably put something out there, and they might start trying to regulate crypto more. In the end, I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. And would you expect anything less, right? I mean, they're expecting it to blow up. There are literally senators, they're building platforms on the fact that they like crypto and that they're crypto forward. Of course, they're going to start regulating crypto. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I kind of think about it, and I've heard other people describe it as when cars were first made, right? When they were first made, it was really dangerous. There weren't regulations, there weren't rules, there weren't laws with cars. Now, 100 years later, do we feel uncomfortable that the government kind of tells us how to drive a car, where we can go, how fast we can go, what we should be wearing while we're in the car? No, we're okay with it. We don't care because it's still taking us where we need to go. It's still giving us the use case. So that is still something that we will still have use case for cryptos afterwards. It will just hopefully make the masses feel a little bit safer. Now in the US, I think we have the benefit of not necessarily seeing what's happening outside of the US. We see a 4 or 5% inflation rate. We have it pretty good here compared to other countries. Like this is just coming out of Lebanon. Lebanon's national electric grid collapses. So their electric grid collapsed on Saturday after the two most important power stations ran out of fuel. The government literally doesn't have money. The banking system was first to implode in 2019, triggering a 90% slide in the value of the currency that has left the government unable to afford fuel, food, and medicine. And this has pushed them into poverty, pushed a lot of people into poverty. This has been blowing up on Twitter. When the banks take your savings from you, they literally aren't open. So I'm assuming that this is literally because they don't have electricity to keep the banks open, right? They are literally freezing people's assets because they don't have access to get their money. Of course, we've seen pictures, right? Like sometimes money is worth less than the paper that's printed on. And right now, countries like this need cryptocurrencies, and they've been turning to crypto. Lebanon, young Lebanese driving crypto revolution after some of their inflation, right? It's so important to have crypto in some of these countries. And we see countries banning it all the time, right? Like China banned it recently. They've been banning cryptocurrencies for years. They don't want to lose control. However, when a country says something like this or comes out that they're banning crypto or banning whatever exchanges, we actually see a lot of people from those countries, especially the wealthy people, turn to crypto and actually put more money in it, because they realize that if the country that they're in doesn't allow them to have it, there's probably a reason not to keep all your currency in that country. You want to diversify away from that. And this actually came out recently. This is from CoinDesk, who bought the $1.6 billion in Bitcoin this Wednesday that pushed Bitcoin up from about 52.5 up to 55 in 5 minutes. They think it's coming from China. They think it's coming from China because the 3 exchanges that had a massive volume were actually countries that I don't want to say are based in China, but definitely have a lot of exposure to China. So according to CryptoQuant, these 3 exchanges had large volumes in their perpetual futures contracts: Binance, Huobi, and Bybit. So a lot of people are thinking $1.6 billion went into Bitcoin specifically within 5 minutes from China. And this is right before China banned crypto again, saying that it was going to be on a list of industries not to invest in. Now, the US has said several times, Powell and SEC chairman has said that they're not going to ban crypto. They're not going to ban crypto at all. They're just going to try to regulate it. And I think that's a good thing, because if they try to ban it, it would be a lot like China. It'd be like Turkey too. Turkey banned crypto recently, and after that happened, the word is a lot of wealthy Turkish people put a lot of money into crypto. They've been dollar cost averaging in Bitcoin, knowing that this was coming, and they've seen the inflation rates. Inflation raises to 19.6% after surprise rate cut. This is just this week. I mean, there's so many different countries that have so many issues, right? Even El Salvador, right? They are a country that uses the US dollar, but they've seen it inflate this year. The US debt has gone up like crazy. Inflation has run rampant, and they don't get the stimulus that we get here, right? They're subject to the same inflation without the benefits of being in the US. So the fact is, when the government raises more debt, creates more money, they're going to have to somehow pay back that debt. It's either through inflating more so that way that the dollar's not worth as much, or taxing more. So either way, it's a good time to put some money in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies just to try to preserve your wealth. Even in the US, one of the countries that really isn't as affected as a lot of these other smaller countries in terms of inflation, we still see it a lot. So that is why I'm really excited about crypto, specifically Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin has a very bright future. I've talked about it here for months and months and months. Even when everyone was scared with it around 29,000, I was bullish. I was buying. Now, I will say, in case you haven't checked this out, I did post a video on a crypto I need to buy more of. I posted it just yesterday. Definitely check it out. I'll put it up on the end screen along with this video here, how to make thousands more by the end of the year. This is a really important thing that you have to do, which is take care of your taxes, and I'm working with a company that can actually help you save thousands. They're doing something a little bit different than your accountant probably is even looking at, so definitely watch that video. I'll put that on the end screen too, so that you can save yourself thousands, and it doesn't cost you anything up front. They're willing to talk to you for free just to see if they can save you more money. So definitely check out that video here on the end screen, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what cryptos you are most interested in right now.